Welcome back to the Wisdom English podcast, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Brian, are you falling asleep right now?
I am so tired, Sarah. I had the worst morning.
Really? What happened? Did you stay up late?
No, I just could not wake up. I set 5 alarms this morning.
5 alarms? Brian, that is not an alarm. That is a concert.
I know, but my bedroom was so cold.
Winter mornings are definitely the hardest.
I opened my eyes. I felt the cold air, and my brain said, nope.
Nope, go back to sleep.
Exactly. The bed is warm. The world is cold. Stay here.
So what did you do after the first alarm went off?
I dozed off.
Ah, great vocabulary. To doze off.
It means to fall asleep without planning to, just by accident.
You close your eyes for 1 second and boom, 10 minutes are gone.
Yes, I dozed off between every single alarm today.
Why is it so hard to wake up in the winter?
Because it is completely dark outside.
Yes, there is a perfect phrase for that. It is pitch black.
Pitch black, like the color of dark paint, zero light at all.
When your alarm goes off and it is pitch black, your brain gets confused.
My brain thinks it is the middle of the night. Why are we awake?
But eventually you have to take the blanket off.
Oh, that is the worst moment of the day, the shock of cold air.
You go from warm and cozy,
To completely freezing in 1 single second.
and then your body starts to shiver.
Yes, shiver, shaking quickly because you're so cold.
Your teeth are chattering, your hands are shaking.
I was shivering so much this morning I dropped my phone.
Oh no.
My apartment takes a long time to warm up.
So you're out of bed, it is pitch black, you're shivering.
Yes, it's survival mode, Sarah. Pure survival.
What is your next move in this survival game?
I have to get dressed, and fast.
So what exactly do you wear on these freezing mornings?
I just throw on the closest warm clothes I can find.
That is a very useful phrasal verb, to throw on.
It means to put on clothes very quickly without thinking about fashion.
Exactly. It's not a fashion show, it is survival.
I threw on a giant wool sweater and ran to the kitchen.
But you need a secret weapon for winter weather, Brian.
Oh, I have one. I always reach for my thermos.
Yes. Explain to our listeners what thermals are.
They're special, thin clothes you wear under your normal clothes.
Like a warm base layer that keeps your body heat close to your skin.
Without thermals, you feel every single bit of the freezing wind.
With thermals, you feel almost like a normal human being again.
Almost. But then I look out the window.
And what exactly do you see outside your window?
Everything is completely white. There's frost everywhere.
Frost, that thin, beautiful layer of white ice on the grass.
It's beautiful on the grass, but terrible on my car.
Ah, because you have to defrost your car windows.
Yes, to melt the ice away before I can safely drive.
Standing outside in the dark waiting for ice to melt is painful.
That is exactly why I always put off leaving the house.
Put off, to delay doing something because you don't want to do it.
I look at the front door and I decide to wait 5 more minutes.
You keep putting it off, but eventually you have to open that door.
And when I finally do, the biting cold hits my face.
Biting, like a wild animal with very sharp teeth.
Yes, a sharp, painful cold that almost cuts your skin.
The biting wind makes your eyes water and your nose turn red.
I walk as fast as I can to my car to escape that wind.
You sound absolutely miserable. Is there anything good about winter mornings?
There's only one good thing, a piping hot drink.
Ah, yes, making a fresh cup of hot coffee or sweet tea.
Wrapping my freezing hands around the hot mug feels like heaven.
And taking that hot mug to the sofa to curl up.
To curl up, sitting in a warm, comfortable position like a sleeping cat.
You curl up under a heavy blanket and finally feel safe again. But a hot drink is not enough to survive a whole winter morning, Brian.
You are absolutely right, Sarah. My stomach needs real food to stay alive.
Do you eat the exact same breakfast in January as you do in July?
No way. Eating cold milk and cereal in January feels completely wrong to my body.
I completely agree with you. Cold food on a freezing morning is a terrible idea.
My body practically screams at me to eat something warm and heavy instead.
What is your favorite warm breakfast to eat on a dark, chilly morning?
I usually make a huge bowl of hot oatmeal with some sweet apples.
Or maybe a hot toasted sandwich with melting cheese on the inside.
Yes, a hot sandwich gives me the energy to face the biting cold.
It gives you the necessary power to stop shivering and start moving around.
And once my stomach is full, I look out the window one more time.
How does the winter morning actually feel you on the inside?
Honestly, Sarah, a winter morning can go in two completely different directions.
What do you mean by two different directions? Explain that to our listeners.
On a really good day, the white frost on the trees looks incredibly beautiful.
Everything is extremely quiet, and the world outside looks like a peaceful painting.
Exactly. But on a bad day, the dark sky makes me feel completely depressed.
When it is pitch black outside, it is very easy to feel sad and heavy.
It feels like the universe is actively punishing me for leaving my warm bed.
The lack of bright sunlight really destroys your natural energy levels in the morning.
Yes, my body is standing up, but my brain is still fast asleep dreaming.
That is exactly why having a consistent, strong morning routine is so incredibly important.
A strong morning routine? You mean like running outside in the freezing cold?
Absolutely not. I mean taking the time to wake your body up very slowly.
Oh, like turning on some soft music and drinking my hot coffee in peace.
Exactly. Give yourself 10 extra minutes to just sit quietly before the day begins.
If I wake up late and have to rush out the door, I am miserable.
Rushing around while you are shivering, stressed, and cold is the absolute worst feeling.
Having that 10-minute quiet routine honestly saves me from staying in bed until March.
Staying in bed until spring sounds wonderful, but we both have to work.
And when you finally walk outside, you must be careful on the icy ground.
Oh, definitely. You do not want to slip and fall on the frozen pavement.
Last year, I slipped on a patch of invisible ice right outside my door.
Did you get badly hurt when you slipped and hit the freezing cold ground?
I was perfectly fine, but my beautiful hot coffee spilled absolutely everywhere.
Losing your hot coffee on a freezing morning is an absolute tragedy, Brian.
It truly broke my heart. I wanted to go back inside and cry.
But walking to the car is only the first part of the horrible winter journey, Brian.
You are absolutely right, Sarah. Driving in the dark winter morning is a complete nightmare.
Exactly. If it snowed heavily during the night, you have to clean your entire car.
I have to use a special plastic tool to scrape the thick ice off my windshield.
Scraping the hard ice takes so much time and makes your fingers completely and totally numb.
My fingers get so numb that I cannot even feel the steering wheel while I'm driving.
And you have to sit inside the freezing car waiting for the heater to finally start working.
Sitting in a freezing car while breathing out white clouds of air is absolutely miserable.
You have to drive incredibly slowly because the black ice on the road is extremely dangerous.
Black ice is terrifying because you cannot see it until your car starts sliding out of control.
What if you do not have a car and have to take public transportation to work instead?
Waiting at the bus stop in the biting wind is the true definition of human suffering.
You just stand there shivering uncontrollably, checking your phone to see if the bus is delayed.
And the winter buses are always delayed because the city roads are so dangerously slippery and packed.
That is exactly why you must protect your extremities when you step outside into the freezing winter.
My extremities? You mean the parts of my physical body that are furthest away from my heart?
Exactly. Your fingers, your toes, and your ears will freeze much faster than your chest or back.
I always make sure to wear a very thick beanie to keep my head and my ears warm.
A beanie is a fantastic English vocabulary word. It's a soft knitted hat without a stiff brim.
I also tightly wrap a long woolen scarf around my neck to block the biting, freezing wind.
But what exactly do you wear on your hands to stop your fingers from getting completely numb?
I usually wear thick leather gloves, but sometimes I definitely prefer wearing large, warm, fluffy mittens.
Mittens are actually much warmer than regular gloves because your fingers share the natural body heat inside.
Yes, but wearing big mittens makes it absolutely impossible to use my smartphone at the freezing bus stop.
You have to make a difficult choice between having warm hands or checking your social media accounts.
I will proudly sacrifice my warm hands just to complain about the terrible weather on the internet.
And we cannot forget about your feet. Wearing normal sneakers in the snow is a terrible mistake.
Oh, absolutely. You need heavy, waterproof winter boots with a really good grip to stop you from slipping.
After all that freezing and struggling, you finally arrive safely at your warm office or your school.
Walking into a heavily heated building after being in the freezing cold is honestly the absolute best feeling.
The sudden rush of warm air hits your freezing face and your tense body finally starts to relax.
But then you have to immediately take off the 20 heavy layers of winter clothes you're wearing.
You have to take off your heavy coat, your scarf, your beanie, and your thick winter boots.
It takes me 10 full minutes just to completely undress in the hallway before I can start working.
And your glasses almost immediately fog up because of the sudden and extreme change in air temperature.
Yes, I walk into the crowded office completely blind and looking exactly like a sad, melting snowman.
And what is the very first thing everyone talks about when they finally arrive at work?
We all stand by the coffee machine and complain about how incredibly cold and dark the morning was.
It's the universal conversation starter for every single person during those incredibly long, dark winter months.
Bonding over the terrible winter weather is exactly how we survive the freezing season together, my friend.
Well, today we learned some amazing English words to talk about these freezing mornings.
Yes, we talked about being pitch black, dozing off, shivering, and the biting cold.
We also learned how to throw on clothes, wear thermals, and curl up warmly.
And we can't forget about beautiful frost, defrosting the car, and putting things off.
Before you put off learning more English, remember to join our wonderful community today.
If you're committed to making this 15-minute plan a part of your life, show your energy by smashing that like button. Be a hero for a friend by sharing this video with someone you know is too busy to study. And to lock in your commitment to this challenge, subscribe and smash that notification bell.